Hey guys, in 6.8 we're learning about surface area of prisms and cylinders. Just want to let you guys know that we're going to be teaching this lesson a little bit differently, so please make sure you're paying attention and taking notes as you follow along. So surface area is the sum of all areas of surfaces of a figure. The lateral faces of a prism are parallelograms that connect the bases. The lateral surface of a cylinder is the curved surface. So what they're talking about, you might want to write this down for yourself, is the surface area is, they're asking what is the surface area, the area of each of these blocks in total. Lateral faces are these four right here. Okay, these four are what connect the bases together. Because what are these four? It's these four sides that go around. So when they say lateral faces, they're talking about what is the height? What is connecting the two bases together? This is one base. This is one base. So these are the lateral faces. Now for this one, this is the base and this is the base. So this is your lateral surface. Okay, so please make sure you guys know that the lateral surface is what connects the two bases together. Now the formula that we're gonna use is, well, there's multiple formulas. So in one way that we can find surface area of this prism right here, is to figure out what is the area of this place, this, and this. So let's go ahead and try to do that. So the area of this base right here is going to be 2 times 3. So that's 6. Okay. The area of this is also going to be 2 times 3. So that's also 6. The area of this square right here is going to be 5 times 2. So 5 times 2 is 10. Now the area of this box right here is going to be 5 times 3. So that's 15. The area of this box is 5 times 2. So that's 10. And the area of this box right here is 5 times 3. So that's 15. Now we have to add all these together. So 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay. So 6 plus 6 is 12. Plus 5 is 17. Excuse me. 17 plus 0 is also 17, and 17 plus 5 is 23. So we have a 3. Then we have to put the 2 at the top. 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus another 1 is 4. Plus another 1 is 5. Plus another 1 is 6. And I did my math wrong somewhere, guys. Let's check. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 plus 0 is 17. 17 plus 15 is 22. So there's my mistake. So this should be a 2. So we have the area of that to be 62 units squared. So that's one way that we can do it. Okay, now let me show you the other way. Now the other way that we can do this is using, sorry, let me move this over. Using this formula here, okay? So this formula says surface area is found by doing 2 times the base plus the perimeter times the height. Well, 2 times the base is 2 times, well, how do you find the area of the base of one of these bases? 2 times 3. So times 2 times 3. Okay, so the area of the base is found by doing 2 times 3. And then we multiply it by another 2 because we know that there's 2 bases. Does everyone understand that? So let me repeat it one more time. So 2 times 3 is done because we're multiplying the base, the area of the base, 2 times 3. And the 2 we multiply again because there's 2 bases, this base and this base. Now the second part of this equation is we're going to add the perimeter times the height. Okay, so we're going to add the perimeter times the height. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to mark this in blue, is we're going to multiply the area of this, so 5 times the length of this. Because if we multiply those two together, then we should get our area of that whole rectangle. So we're going to do the height, which is 5, times the perimeter, which is going to be 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 should get us 10. So 10 times the height, which is going to be 5. Now the height is whatever connects the two bases together. So this base and this base is connected by this, so that's 5. Okay, so we're going to get 2 times 2, so I'll do this in red. 2 times 2 times 3 is going to get 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 plus 10 times 5 is 50, and then 12 plus 50 gets us 62 units squared. So what we did is we did 2 times the base, area of the base, which is 2 times 3, and then we did the perimeter, 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 times 5. Alright? Now, to find the surface area of a cylinder, it's basically the same thing. We're going to do 2 times the base plus the lateral area. Okay, so 2 times the base plus the lateral area. So 2 times the base, what is the area of a circle? Is pi r squared. So surface area of a cylinder is done by doing 2 times pi r squared, because pi r squared is the area of a circle, plus we have to find the lateral area of this shape here. Now I know it looks like a rectangle, but we're not going to use a rectangle. The lateral area when we're finding a cylinder is right here. It says the lateral area is the base circumference 2 pi r times the height. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 times pi r times the height, and that's going to find the surface area of this shape right here. Okay, so we have to remember this equation: 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay, 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. So this is 2 times pi r squared is going to be 5 squared plus 2 times pi times the radius, which is 5, times the height, which is going to be 6. Because remember, the height is whatever connects the bases together. So now we have 5 times 5 squared is 25. Plus 5 times 5, let me do a different color. 5 times 5 is 25, times 2 is 50. So 50 pi. Okay, let me repeat that one more time. 5 squared is 25. 5 times 5 is 25, times 2 is 50, and then pi stays the same. Now we're going to do 6 times 5, which is 30, times 2 is 60 pi. So 50 pi plus 60 pi. And if we do 50 pi plus 60 pi, we're going to get about 345.4 units squared. Okay. Now let's do some word problems. Finding the surface area of a cylinder. Okay, so the surface area of a cylinder is doing 2 pi r squared, which is the area of the base times 2, because there's 2 bases, plus 2 pi rh, which is the area of this cylinder. Okay, so surface area is found by 2 pi r squared, so 3 squared, plus 2 pi r, the radius, which is 3, times the height, which is 5, because it connects the bases together. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18 pi, plus 3 times 5 is 15, times 2 is 30, which is 30 pi. Next, we can add 18 plus 30 to get 48 pi, and that's going to round to be about 30 pi is about 94.2 units squared. Okay, so it's really important for you guys to know this equation. Write it down, make sure you guys remember it. Try this next example by yourself. Now, don't be scared here because of a different shape. The shape doesn't matter. We're still going to do the same thing. We're going to do 2 times the base plus perimeter times the height. Okay, So area is found by doing 2 times the base, which is 1/2. The base is 5. The height is 2.4 plus the perimeter, which is going to be 4 plus 3 plus 5. So let's do it up here. 4 plus 3 plus 5. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. So the perimeter is 12 times the height, which connects the two bases. Okay, the height is always whatever connects the two bases. It doesn't necessarily have to go up and down. It can also go left and right. So it's 6. Okay, so 2 times 1/2 times 5 times 2.4 is going to get us 12 plus 12 times 6 is going to get us 72. And then 12 plus 72 is going to get us 84 inches squared. Okay, because you have to make sure you always put the correct units. Last one, we're going to again explore what happens when we change dimensions. Okay, we're going to change the dimensions, and then we're going to see, okay, what happens to our unit. Okay, what happens to our area, surface area. So a cylinder has a diameter of 8 inches and a height of 3 inches. Explain whether doubling the height would have the same effect on the surface area as doubling the radius. Actually, a lot of you guys got a problem like this wrong on the quiz, where instead of using the radius, you use diameter. So they gave us the diameter as 8 inches. And if we're looking for surface area, then we have to use the radius. Okay, because this is 2 pi r squared. So the r should be used as 4 inches. Okay, 4 inches, not 8. So this one we're going to do 2 pi times 4 squared plus 2 pi times 4 times the height, which is 3. So that's going to get us 4 squared is 16. 16 times 2 is 32 pi plus 4 times 3 is 12 times 2 is 24 pi. So that's going to get us about 56. It's going to get 56 pi, which is about 175.8 inches squared. Next, we're gonna double the height. So to double the height, we're going to do the same thing. So let me draw a divider here. 2 pi r squared, which we already know to be 32 pi. Plus, we're going to double the height. So 2 pi r is still 4. And the height is now going to be 6. So that's going to get us 32 pi plus 6 times 4 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48 pi. That's going to get us 80 pi, which is about 251.2 inches squared. And what do we notice about that? It seems like it's not really doubled, but it seems like it's almost doubled. It's almost doubled. Okay. Now the last one, it says double the radius. We want to double the radius. So it's going to be 2 times pi times the radius, which is 3. Oh, sorry, the radius is 4. So 4 doubled is going to get us 8 squared plus 2 times pi times 8 times the height, which is 3. Again, we're doubling the height. So that's going to get 8 times 8 is 64. 64 times 2 is 128 pi plus 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 2 is 48 pi. And then when we add those together, we're going to get 176 pi inches squared, which is about 552.6. So that seems to almost more than double the surface area. So when we double the height, it's about a change of about 100. And if we double the radius, then it almost doubles everything. Okay, so make sure you guys get the notes. Don't forget to do your exit slip tonight. Please make sure you guys understand this. If you guys have questions, please let me know at the beginning of class tomorrow. All right, see you guys tomorrow.